Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to see how Uncle Lai makes his daughter's toy work harder, even using it to solve a big problem. He approached the curator and asked for some alone time with his mom. The curator happily obliged, probably eyeing the cash in Uncle Lai's hand. He told the curator it was a special gift for his daughter, and the curator believed him without a second thought. Uncle Lai seizes the moment to untie the balloon, covering the cameras completely. He quickly locks the door. He opens the vent again and sees the toy from earlier, feeling a bit pleased with his creative thinking. To his surprise, the toy soldier makes a bang sound halfway up, startling Uncle Lai. He hurriedly hits the stop button. With only 10 minutes left, he has to keep his cool. Staff outside quickly notices something odd and leans in to listen closely, hearing the bang that surely scares them. He immediately alerts the security office, while Uncle Lai frantically lifts the cover, feeling his heart race. Uncle Lai knows he's done for if the door opens, so he quickly checks the progress of the pipe. He finds the toy stuck at the exit, almost there when the security guard forgets his keys. Perfect timing. Uncle Lai looks around and his gaze lands on the cross on his mom. He silently apologizes in his heart. Finally, he drags the body into the room, feeling as if he just completed a high-stakes mission. However, after putting everything back, he hears another noise and checks his pocket to find his phone ringing. Just as he tries to grab it, he hears the curator's footsteps outside in no time to waste. Uncle Lai feels overwhelmed with panic, realizing he might get caught at the last minute. The curator reminds him it's time to leave, and Uncle Lai doesn't dare think of anything else. He thought this would be bad, but the police station has other plans. He looks at the suspect's information and freezes. It's the person he hit that day. He pretends not to know and heads out with his colleagues to carry out the mission. When they reach the suspect's empty residence, the captain orders a search for clues. As he stands, he spots the little dog from that night. What a coincidence. Curiosity takes over. He follows the dog and finds traces from the scene. The cop shows up and recognizes him as a colleague, sharing some info that makes Uncle Lai uneasy. When he asks who reported it, the cop says it's anonymous. Anything can happen. Uncle Lai's heart sinks, and worse, his colleagues gather around. The lawyer asks about clues, and the cop points to the camera, lifting the veil on the situation. Uncle Lai's heart races. He wants to clear things up fast, but the captain calls him to review the footage. Uncle Lai hurriedly volunteers, but the captain insists on sending the senior officer. He has a bright idea and brings fried chicken to the other precinct for a delicious deal. He stares at the footage, asking the cops for updates, but the poor quality makes him anxious. In the footage, a car's brake lights flare up, and the senior officer confirms this is a big find. However, Uncle Lai feels extremely uneasy as the video quality makes it hard to get a clear view. Although Uncle Lai temporarily escapes, he receives a strange call the next day. The caller asks where he's hiding the murderer. Uncle Lai initially tries to play dumb, but the caller reveals his name. He quickly hangs up, but his phone rings again. There's no hiding it now. The caller knows his secret, and while Uncle Lai tries to appear fearless, his heart races. Suddenly, the caller threatens to report him. Uncle Lai is panic-stricken, and the caller just hangs up. He realizes the caller knows he has leverage, and thinks it might be best to cut off contact. Just as he's about to set a trap, a guy storms in and throws a punch. Uncle Lai is stunned, but the guy claims he's mistaken still. It leaves him confused. The senior officer smooths things over and introduces the newcomer as All Zhao, a familiar face. Everyone assumes it's a misunderstanding, but the two are fully aware of the true situation. After Old Zhao leaves, Uncle Lai follows him into the restroom, setting up a little lesson. But Old Zhao isn't surprised at all. He smirks, saying it's time to answer the phone. Such a sly guy. Uncle Lai sees with anger, wanting to know what Old Zhao wants. It turns out he's after the body. Uncle Lai claims he doesn't know, but Old Zhao blatantly dismisses him, igniting Uncle Li's rage. Uncle Lai swings at Old Zhao, but gets hit back. However, he casually walks away. Old Zhao shakes his head in disbelief, but Uncle Lai can no longer suppress his inner turmoil. Just as Uncle Lai is about to snap, Old Zhao quickly ducks into a stall and the chaos continues. Dear friends, if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to us.